Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. It's been a few days since my last recording session, so I might be a little rusty getting back into the game, but last time we left off, we were tracking down some geth, we were tracking down the location of a geth base, and I'm just going to go ahead and resume and get right back into it. Alright, so we were actually geth incursions, yes, yep, we were tracking down the geth. I think we did 3 of them already, 3 of the 4, but yeah, we did these 3. So, I'm going to move on to this system here, Vamshi. Alright, so here's, looks like the planet where the geth outpost is. I'm going to just survey the rest of these planets. There's only a couple. Insignia. Alright, just the one other planet to survey. Magi orbits the Vamshi binary giant stars. Vamshi A is a blue star of spectral class A4. Is that 3 or III? I'm not much of astrology. Not much of an astrologist, so I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Which burns at half again the temperature of Sol. Vamshi B is an aging red giant class MS III, over 220 times the size of Sol. Magi has a thin atmosphere of methane and carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the suns and that facing deep space causes constant wind, stirring the silica and sodium dust of the surface. Unsavory characters from the Terminus systems occasionally use Magi as for forms of cruel sport, dumping slaves, hostages, quarreling shipmates, or even, when bored, vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. Fun place. Very cold. And, orbiting some very large suns. Alright, Rex and Tali. Okay. I think, yeah, this is one of my favorite backgrounds for the planet you can land on with the 2 stars. It's just really cool looking, I think. Like, I'd like to have that as the background. I could actually make that a background for my computer. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. So we have I just hit the wrong button. Anomaly and the geth outpost. Alright. Do I need to level up? Rex. Let's max out combat armor. Tali. Get some more armor too. Shepard's done. Okay. Quick save. Oh, some minerals over here. Take a quick detour to that. Okay. I've been kind of thinking in the few days I've been taking care of personal stuff and not playing. I've been considering kind of skipping a few of the side mission planets that you can do and just kind of proceeding with the main story, because while I love the game and the story and all of that, I'm just some of the combat. I'm just not a big fan of the combat of Mass Effect 1. It's real clunky. I'm not even when I played it, back near when it originally come out. It was a hard time getting into it. And honestly, like, the side missions in this, there's a few of them that are really cool and somewhat important to the future storyline of the overall game or the overall trilogy, and I do plan to do those. There's a few though that are just kind of one-offs, and I'm probably not gonna end up doing all of those, just because I really want to get into Mass Effect 2, because that's my favorite game of the series. And honestly, I don't think I've ever played a Sentinel class in Mass Effect 2 or 3, and I'm really kind of excited to see what it's like. I think I've watched one Let's Play of Mass Effect 3 Sentinels, so I'm sort of familiar with some of the strategies and tactics of the class. But Mass Effect 2, it's one of them things that one of the classes I never played. I think I've played xenobiology files must have been brought here from an unknown world. Yeah, well, we do know that
you lead, I'll follow.
That they mercenaries drop off animals and stuff. Alright, heading to the Geth. But yeah, so I'm actually really looking forward to playing Mass Effect 2 as a Sentinel. I think ultimately, of all the classes that I've ever played, Infiltrator and Adept are probably two of my favorite. Ooh, some more minerals over here. Adept is probably my favorite. They're kind of squishy because they're basically like the mages of the Mass Effect universe. But man, their biotics are insane when you combo them together. And there's not really any combo system in Mass Effect 1 here. The biotics are just they're standalone abilities. But in Mass Effect 2 and 3, they introduced kind of a combo system. And the techs, like the engineers and stuff, with their incinerate and things like that, they can combo as well. But there's just something about the biotic detonations that you can do that are a lot of fun. Especially in Mass Effect 3, I think they really improved that system there in the third game.
Let's get moving.
But Infiltrator is fun for the survivability with the in Mass Effect 2 and 3 they have an ability called Tactical Cloak, which lets them go invisible. And you can kind of, if you're in trouble, you just pop invisibility and run away and hide. The downside to it is that you don't regenerate health or shields while you're invisible, so you can't, it's not super broken where you can just, go invisible, regen your health, and then pop up and kill more people. So you do have to run away and hide and get your health back, but there's like a turret or something over here. Yeah, Adept is probably my favorite class. Infiltrator is second, pretty close second. Engineer's fun, and all the classes are fun in their own way. I don't particularly care for the Vanguard because they're essentially adepts who are harder to kill. And the problem I have with the Vanguard class is the biotic charge combo that they can exploit. And it's not so bad in Mass Effect 2 because they don't have the Nova ability. In Mass Effect 3 they have a Nova attack, and the way you can upgrade your abilities in Mass Effect 3, you can essentially
Enemy contact.
you can essentially just jump around with this biotic charge, and if you carry a light weapon, you can pretty much be invincible forever, even against tough enemies. It's just not as fun to me. I like a little bit of a challenge when I play, so when I play Vanguard, I find that I'm essentially playing an adept wearing heavier armor, carrying a shotgun, and if that's the case, I'll just play an adept because the squishier factor of an adept makes it more of a challenge to me. Much more risk of dying. And I don't know, as far as future plans for, like, I'm playing this one on normal, I think, normal difficulty, just because the combat system's pretty tough and it's not very forgiving. In the interest of making a compelling, you know, let's play of Mass Effect, I didn't want to play it on hardcore or insanity, and it'd just be boring to watch. Trust me, I've watched LPs of people trying to play on insanity. Even Mass Effect 2, I've beaten Mass Effect 2 on insanity once just to get the like achievement or whatnot, and that is a nightmare. Literally, I think insanity is probably the perfect word to describe that. It's a challenge and it's a lot of fun at times, but there's a small handful of battles.
I thought one of these outposts would be a major base of operations.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
Okay.
The main geth base. Use the signal to lock onto its location and go take it out. The main geth base. Use the signal to lock onto its location and go take it out.
Yes, you just said that. Thank you. Okay, so it looks like we are done here. Picked up some items. We'll take all that. Alright, let's head back to the Normandy. But no, like I was saying though, playing Mass Effect 2 on Insanity was something I don't really ever want to do again. Especially not in a Let's Play form, because there's, without talking about the battles for, you know, any kind of spoiler, you know, avoidance, I don't want to say what the battles are, but there are 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 particular fights in Mass Effect 2 that are, I don't even, it's insanity trying to play it on that difficulty. They're really, really tough. I probably will play Mass Effect 2 when I get to it in this Let's Play series. I'm still kind of bouncing back and forth between veteran and hardcore. I think Mass Effect 2 has those difficulty settings. It's been a while. I know Mass Effect 3 kind of cut out some. There's like a casual, normal, hardcore, and insanity, I think, are the settings for Mass Effect 3. And I will be playing Mass Effect 3 on insanity, only because that game is, the combat system's not even a challenge to me on anything less than insanity, and only a couple of the battles in that game are super tough, and I think I can get through them. So we are going to go back into the star map here, or the galaxy map, and there should be a 5th star cluster revealed, yep, with the main geth base in it. So head there. Just 1 second here. Benda. Legal 1 medallion. Okay. Zarux. However you say it. There it is. No tan ban. looks like there's a moon. Yeah, Solcrum. And that is where the Geth base is. But I real quick want to check these asteroid belts for any asteroids. Oh, there we go. A rocky asteroid. Oops, I hit the wrong. There we go. Small deposit of polonium. Excellent. Oh no, that was the planet. And I don't see anything else, so on to Solcrum. I was gonna read the little description of it, but I forgot. Let's see. I think we will be fighting Geth, so I think I'm gonna take Tali again with Rex, just so she can mess some Geth up for me. Okay, and we have a level 1 heat hazard, so take that into consideration. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Level 1. I also I wanted to mention I don't know how many DLCs there are for Mass Effect 1. I know that there's the one I do know of is Bring Down the Sky, which is it's a mission where an asteroid's being thrown basically, or there's a colony or some sort of facility in danger of being demolished by this falling asteroid, and you have to go stop it essentially, or try to stop it. And it's a pretty cool little mission, but it's not super important to the series. There's a small scene that's slightly different in Mass Effect 3 with the character that you meet in that DLC, but it's not something that greatly affects the story or changes anything if you don't do it. So I'm just not gonna buy the deal. I never bought it. The only time I did play it was back before I got my PC. I had PlayStation 3, and I had the whole trilogy on there, and it came with all the DLC basically. So that's the only time I played it, and I honestly didn't even know it was DLC until I got the PC trilogy, and I only bought the DLC that I really wanted to play, so I didn't get that pack. There might be some other DLC packs for Mass Effect 1, I'm not even sure, but I don't intend on playing through any of them. Alright, so we got some big turrets up here, it looks like. Find a way into this base. Here we go. Okay, a couple armatures. Come on, how many shots you gonna take, dude? Go down. There we go. Just keep on moving. Well, we got some rocket launchers up here too. Let's take these guys out. Oh, these are Colossus. They are a little bit tougher than the armatures. There we go, and I think we got one more punk in that tower there. Let's get him. Alright, it's all clear outside. Time to go in. And we are being jammed immediately. That's always a good sign. Alright, I want to take a look at my inventory here, and I'm actually going to cut the video. I'm going to cut here and do some inventory management, and then come back and we will tackle this geth base. Thank you for watching.